Good morning. Hope y'all's weekend was a good one. The garden gave me a surprise this morning, number 2. Look at that. Second one out the garden. This is Mr. Eddie's cantaloupe plant that he gifted us. Well, he gifted us 2, but one is the only one that has produced. Y'all, this will be cut tomorrow because I still got to finish the other one. And Mo got to pick that first one. So we're going to go out to the garden. And I got a surprise out there for y'all. Some's probably done figured it out. But we're going to take a walk around the garden. But right now, I got to share something. Coffee will never get old. But that brings me to my shirt. Guys, it says today is going to be a day of coffee and Jesus. And that is true. On Mondays is usually my busiest day, truly, of the week. And then on Thursday, because I try to clean up behind the weekend, prep everything that I'm going to be doing for the week, making my list, laundry. Y'all get it. It's Monday. Mundane Monday is what I call it. But I got a surprise right here that I got in the mail. This is freeze-dried gumbo, ready to eat. And it says, gumbo, ready to eat. And this came from Wanda at Deep South Homestead. Crazy days. A lot of you know I am the proud owner of a freeze dryer. And we're building the perfect place for it. And if you hear the noise, that's my drain. I'm running the dishwasher. It was a busy weekend. What can I say? But y'all, we're gonna test this. Because I need to know, do I like freeze-dried? Do I understand it? Is it really as good as if you made it fresh? And of all the things that I could try, gumbo would be the best for me to test and try out right here with y'all. Because y'all know this Louisiana gal loves her some gumbo. Now, I do know the recipe because I watched the video. I know some of the stuff that went in it. And Ms Wanda mixed Creole and she mixed Cajun flavors. She married them together. And I'll tell you right now, it looked phenomenal. So, before we go outside, I do have my rice cooking because this is Lippy's lunch today. I'm going to open the package. I don't know how to open these. Oh, I see a tear slot. Let me drop y'all down so y'all, or maybe y'all can see. I mean, this is new for me, guys, okay? I had some candy. I didn't like the candy. But I've never had food. And I'm fixing to try. All right, I guess you just do that. I'm not cutting the camera off, by the way. So if y'all done got bored and changed the channel, you just missed out. Well, since I'm going to do the whole thing, I guess, well, it's got to, I'm just going to cut the bag. I know right now if Wanda sees this video, she's going to rub her hair, slap off her head. What? Okay. Oh, wow. All right, hang on. I got to pull the camera down. Well, it smells like gumbo. Hang on. Look, y'all. It's got absorbent. It's like little rice cakes. Okay, got to get the... Well, I'm eating, so I might as well just dump the whole thing because this is what I'm eating today. Oh, it smells just like gumbo. Look, y'all. Look at that. Oh, wow. All right. Now, she said to put some water in it. I got 2 cups of water here, and I'm only going to put a cup. Only because I've seen her do this on YouTube. I don't think that was enough. Okay, let's do some more. Y'all, Look at this okra. It's perfect. Oh, Lippy is fixing to preserve some food when she gets hers hooked up. Okay, I think that's, I've done 1.25 cups. I don't know how much. I'm going to just see what it does with, I can tell it needs a little bit more because you got to get to gravy, right? So let's do about that much. I'm thinking to cover it. See what it does. Holy cow. That looks amazing. Hey, Ms Wanda says to let it sit about 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes because the okra, it takes a little longer for the okra to hydrate back. So I'm going to do what she said. That was the instruction when it was sent. Y'all, of course, I'm not going to like not show y'all. But man, it smells good. It's a different gumbo than what I would cook. But y'all, this is for all of us that know nothing about a freeze dryer, intimidated by a freeze dryer. We're going to check it out because y'all know I'm going to be truthful. Now, Ms Wanda don't know that I'm tuning into this video to test it. But she has knowledge of a freeze dryer, and many of you do. Not Lippy. I can, I can freeze, I can dehydrate. That about far as it gets. We're going to let it sit. While it sits, we need to go to the garden. There is a surprise out there, though. And then we're going to come back and eat. Oh, hang on. I think it's got rice in it. Oh, it already has rice. Well, a little extra rice won't hurt nobody, will it? Y'all see something missing? Or should I say some things missing? Yep, you do. So as we go in, y'all remember this corner. That was that basil I cut down 2 weeks ago. And look at it. But guys, it is so hot. Let me grab my coffee and we're going to take a little walk. There's the little aloe veras. Not much happening here, guys. I will harvest my basil. Probably tonight. Not in the morning. I'm going to harvest it tonight. And then I'll work on it. I found that harvesting basil after the heat sets brings out more of the fragrance than early morning. I don't know, it could be coincidence, but that's how Lippy does it. Down here is 2 mimosa trees that Mr. Danny gifted me. They were little bitty old sticks. Y'all look at those. Amazing. Okay, let's go up. I kept this one pepper plant. It will be coming out. I gave it 4 days. Not a bloom. It's, no, it's got to go. Here's my other basil. And it'll come out probably next week. There's that butterfly bush. Y'all remember it was in the front. We transplanted it and it's doing amazing. In the shade. And this is a full sun plant. So guys, it's hot. Now, Mo, our youngest grandson, he did harvest the bell peppers that was still left yesterday. So that will be leaving us. As you can see, we've been working on filling beds. We're going to fill every one of these beds. Every one of these beds. Before we go to the fall and winter garden. So I guess you could say that they're going to rest for a little bit. That was the pepper plant. It's jalapenos. Mo harvested it. Didn't know that he was going to harvest it. Let me show y'all something. He kind of left a piece. but it was coming out. And then here is that tomato. Remember, that came out of the koi pond. Oh, we got us a locust shell. Look at that. But let me show you something else. Look at here, y'all. The little lost tomato plant has tomatoes and blooms. Even though it's got a great shaft on it, it's very bare. We don't know what kind of tomatoes. We know they're not cherries. But hey, it's surviving. But look, it's in the shade, guys. I'm gonna harvest all my parsley this evening. And I left this, hot mess of a tomato plant. And it's a hot mess. But let me tell you why I'm leaving it. Because it is still producing. It's pretty much in the shade. It may get 3 hours of sun, guys. But it is loaded. I picked 2 enormous tomatoes yesterday evening, and I gifted them to my son-in-law's mom. But let me show you the blooms. Look at that. So no, I won't be removing this plant. As crazy whop-jawed as it is, and it is, no way. There's another tomato there. There's blooms here. Purslane's doing fine. It's gonna stay there because I need that bed for something else. So I need to leave those purslanes for right now. I still haven't yet harvested, or should I say transplanted the rosemary. I've got my spot for them, but guys, I haven't had the time. I will completely cut back the lemon balm. And then over here, I left this one zinnia because it has a couple of new blooms that want to come up. And then we have a new one here. The strawberries, doing fantastic. Remember, this is their temporary home. But they're happy here. We can leave them here for now because we're not ready to move them up into what we're going to actually put them in. Loquat is shining bright. Now, I did notice this, and I know what it's from. I didn't realize that my watermelon had come over here, and y'all, it was choking it out. See that hole? I'll just tear that off. But it won't choke it out now. But yeah, because this watermelon plant has gone crazy. Look at that beauty down in there. Oh, but that's not the only one. Can y'all see that one? That is huge, guys. I hope that camera's picking up on it. It is a big one. And there's number 3. So, as far as we can see, amongst it all, we have 3 watermelons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna scan. So y'all can see what is left of Miss Lippy's garden. So let's get this heated, and we fixing a taste test. I'm excited because I don't have gumbo in the house. I don't have none in the freezer. Nope, I got some etouffee. So I won't have gumbo till it cools off. But I tell you what, I get that freeze dryer going, and this gumbo's a hit. You can bet first thing I'm gonna do is a bunch of gumbo. That way, I heat it up just like this. I can have gumbo 4 times a week with 115-degree temperature. Sure can. So, I'm gonna put this phone on this tripod, and we're about to sample this. Wanda, you ready? You sure you wanted to send gumbo to Lippy? Now that's piping hot. You're smoking. Okay, I'm gonna dive in. Y'all, this is a big bowl. This actually, if I had this and some potato salad, the amount she sent would truly feed 2 people, you know, for a lunch. All right, here goes, Ms Wanda. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna test it without the okra, okay? Here we go. The roux is coming through. Y'all, that's the first thing to a good gumbo is the roux. Now, mind you, I see there's tomatoes. The flavor is there. I'm a texture person. Okay, that bite didn't bother me. It was good. But now we're gonna go with that big piece of okra, okay? If someone would have told me, here you go, eat this, and not told me it was freeze-dried, I'd have never known. I would have thought it was just somebody that made gumbo that mixed rice with it. All right, I'm gonna do one more bite. I cannot tell a difference between if this was cooked and I sat at the table and ate, or if this was freeze-dried. And this is why I held off opening that package, because I wanted to make sure that I shared my first experience, because we all know that that was the greatest gift Buddy and I could have ever received. And yet I was very intimidated. I look at it every day in that box and I'm very intimidated. But Wanda told me, Jan, many of you that have freeze dryers told me it's not what's here. And that's right. Guys, I'm going to tell you what. Take Ms Wanda out of the equation. This is phenomenal. It don't get no better than this. You knocked it out the park. And I am now 100% confident in myself. I can do this too. You see, it doesn't matter who you are. You may portray yourself, I am so confident I got this, but inside you question, especially when it's like, oh, this is new territory. What am I going to do? Because when it comes to Lippy, if it's a plug in and use, I fail at it. If I can make mine half as good as this, it's a winner. Thank you, Wanda. And she just sent it to me. Not for no other purpose, but hey, try my gumbo. Tell me what you think. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you make phenomenal gumbo. Ms Wanda, thank you. We're fixing to go to the table, y'all. We're at the table. Welcome. I gotta get my napkin in my lap. And give my grace, give my blessings. And to say, I have faith in my freeze dryer and myself from this day forward. But guys, my garden. Remember, I started off by telling you it was a coffee and Jesus day. When we went to that garden, did some of you gasp? Or did some of you, yeah, I figured it was gone. Or did some of you say, she done pretty good with what little she grew and the short window she grew? Because I sit here today with y'all at this table and I give my thanks. I do have canned food from my garden. I do have food in the freezer from my garden. I have dehydrated food put up from my garden. A garden that I did not think could be possible this year. But you know what? Those blessings came in scrap material. And Buddy and I had faith that we could do this. And we did. Now, the heat destroyed it. But it won't stop me. But what it will allow me to do, and Buddy, is to walk away from the garden, because we're okay with that, and move to another project that is our lifeline. And that is my new business, my new shed. And it's hard for Buddy to do it, working 10-hour days, coming in and working in the evening. And that's where I come in and I fill in during the day. So the heat didn't cripple us. It just redirected us. And that's what I want this video to be about today. Many of you are going through a drought. Many of you are battling these heat temps. But as long as you gave it your all, sometimes you surrender. It's not being defeated. You haven't been defeated. But you're surrendering because why? God says it's time to surrender that and focus on something else that's for you, for your family. Things that you need to finish. Look at it like that. We can sit all day and cry. I've lost my garden. But you didn't lose your life. And if you have the ability to outsource or go to Walmart, as long as there's food in your house, there will be, by the grace of God, there will be another garden for you, just like there's going to be another garden for me. But it's going to come this fall. And we're going to be better equipped, better prepared, and we'll have more time. We won't be gutting a home. So you see, we got just enough out of that little garden to make us feel proud, as I want you to feel proud. I got to sample something that makes me feel proud that yes, I can too do this. And I can too make it as delicious as Ms Wanda did. So I hope your Monday is going well. Look around. Be thankful for those blessings, regardless of the size. Because if you're watching this, I'm blessed that you are, and you're still alive to make the choice to watch this video or another one. And for that, we give our thanks. So, until next time, stay safe, stay well, and God bless. And it's time that Lippy eats her lunch. C'est bon, Ms Wanda.